I think Boomtown is one of the most underrated episodes of Doctor Who. Welcome to my eccentric academy! My name is Cademan David, and I'll be your professor of this class in science fiction and storytelling. So look into the heart of the Tardis and turn yourself into an egg, because today we are talking about the Doctor Who film Boomtown. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody! You know, I am very happy that it just so happened that this episode lined up to be coming out on Thanksgiving Day. Because I feel this episode actually has some themes that are very fitting with the Thanksgiving spirit. Oh, it sounds like people are here for the Thanksgiving dinner. Lovely.
Pass the gravy.
Hey, could you pass the guacamole, Tim? Thank you. Good stuff. You know, I love the part of this episode. Where it's Jack and Mickey and the Doctor, and they're just kind of hanging out. And sometimes they laugh at each other and together, and sometimes they get irritated with each other.
Excuse me, who's in charge? Sorry.
It's much like a Thanksgiving dinner. Did you save a spot for me? Oh no, Dark Charles. Who invited you?
I did.
Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Don't you know Dark Charles is evil and always tries to kill me and is a bad guy and no one likes spending time with him and he's awful and he sucks and he's the worst?
He is my brother.
Alright, very well. I guess we have to dine with Dark Charles. This actually reminds me of another part of the Doctor Who episode I really like. And that's when the Doctor is sitting across from the Slovene sharing his last meal with her. I actually really like Blonde, the Slovene in this episode. She's such a nuanced and interesting character. She's very evil and manipulative, but then they also seem to want us to think that she can change. Maybe she can. I like her back and forth with the Doctor and, you know, how it gets a little philosophical. They debate over whether or not the Doctor has the right to play God and lead this woman to her death. It is very interesting stuff, and I like when Doctor Who gets more philosophical. That's when it's at its best. It's also fun how she attempts to kill him a few times during the conversation.
Just as I am going to do to you.
Oh, come on, Charles. Don't you know that I'm always wearing a bulletproof vest?
It was worth a try. Why do you laugh?
You tried to kill me at Thanksgiving dinner. That's funny.
It is quite funny. isn't it? Ha ha ha!
You know what else is funny, though? This episode of Doctor Who I'm making a review for right now as we're talking. This episode's comedy is right on point. We've got Christopher Eccleston doing his doctor routine, which is always wonderful. There's just a lot of good laughs in this episode. Now, it could be said that this episode's ending just happens way too fast. And maybe you also could say this episode's lacking in the plot department. But the thing is this episode isn't about that. This episode is about the characters. It's about how they interact with each other, the ways they get along or don't get along. And I think moving forward, we need to get more of that in Doctor Who as well as everything else. It's about the small interactions between these characters. And if that isn't in the Thanksgiving spirit, I don't know what is. And that's what I'm thankful for. The ability to stop and spend time with the people around us and find what we have in common. Even people you don't necessarily think you would get along with. Like Dark Charles. So that's the moral of this episode to me, is that every once in a while, it's good to stop and just spend time with the people around you. Don't always have to be doing something. Sometimes you can just sit down, eat, and talk. I like this episode. Now, it is filler. I can't argue against that, but as filler goes, it's pretty good. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I'm almost finished with season 1. The next review I do will be the last review for Doctor Who of this season. And I'll move on to season 2, which I'm excited for because David Tennant's face will be good for clicks. But if you want to catch up with my reviews before the season 1 finale, I will link the playlist for my Doctor Who reviews right there. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, don't forget to brush your teeth. Farewell.